Welcome to Beyond the Bio with Terra the Connector, a podcast about people behind the success stories. I'm Terra Csotty, entrepreneur, host, and passionate connector, and I believe that behind every achievement, there's a journey filled with lessons, courage, and connection. This show isn't about filters, highlights, or titles. It's about the real stuff, the risk, the growth, and the relationships that shape who we become. Because success isn't just what you do, it's who you are beyond the bio. Welcome to Beyond the Bio. Today's guest is Revan Herfy, who is the founder of the Golden Key Group. And Revan started his real estate journey with a bigger vision than simply selling homes. He wanted to build a brokerage that would create opportunities for agents and serve clients at a high level. So 5 years later, Golden Key Group continues to grow, expand. It has many offices, over 120 real estate agents that are part of the Golden Key Group. And today we're going to talk about challenges, insights, lessons, and leadership experiences that help shape his journey. So welcome.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm very excited to be here.
Yeah, so we met through Real Producers, obviously.
Right. Uh-huh.
And I've just been impressed with, you're so kind. I will tell you, you're kind, you're open-minded. You have a great group of people who work for you, who work with you.
Work with me. Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that we have built a relationship.
Absolutely. I'm very honored, first of all. Thank you for having me here.
You're welcome.
It's a pleasure. You've always been the same way, by the way. You've been so friendly, so helpful.
Thank you.
And I started finding out as we grew our friendship, I started realizing how actually helpful you are because you truly love this business. And coming from someone who, I don't know about your background, but I know that, you don't sell real estate, but to help all agents and just genuinely mean to just help every single aspect of the business. Thank you. We need people like you. We need more people like yourself.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
thank you. Well, you built an amazing brokerage, Golden Key Group, that is expanding and continually adding people. Let's start with that. And it's been 5 years. So how did you even come about? Tell me a little bit of your background of how you even got into real estate.
Yeah, sure. So I actually moved to the United States from Canada in 2015. And prior to that, I moved to Canada from back home. I'm an immigrant, son of an immigrant. Very proud to come and adapt into this world and this life. And my father provided us, me and my family, my sisters, with this amazing opportunity. And I have amazing parents who raised me, to do the right thing and always taught me to help others and create more value. And I just started learning. So I started in retail. I was in this grocery store business. And eventually I transitioned into real estate in 2017, which is when I started my journey. I did really well because of I was just so open-minded, as you mentioned before. And I think I just connect really well with people. And I discovered that I have this superpower that I can just talk to anybody and build connections and build relationships, because that's what this business is all about. Yeah. So providing the value that I, from the experiences that I've learned throughout living in different countries, and I was able to find really the path that I was supposed to be on, and everything was laid out for me in a sense of every time I built that relationship, I was able to capitalize on it. And I started building partnerships and owning real estate, and I just fell in love with the business and every aspect of the business. So right around 2020, I realized that most brokerages kind of operate the same way, in the sense of having that conventional platform. You submit a deal, we take a portion of it. We wanted to change that. So we didn't really start the subscription model, but we revolutionized what the subscription is actually about. And I talk about Netflix a lot, how the concept of Netflix is actually created by providing you with think of every movie that you can think of. They have their own production because they grew their subscribers. And that's what we managed to do at the Golden Key. So as we grew as a company, we continued providing more value to the agents. So it was kind of like built by agents for the agents.
Okay.
And that's the approach that we took. Yeah.
So what are some of the things you offer for your real estate agents?
So there's multiple different services. So we have a whole presentation every time, and the one thing I want to really talk about is that our agency, the way we take on agents is through referrals only.
Okay.
So it's not like you can just go online and subscribe to Golden Key. It's not how it works. It's more so of this one-on-one type of meeting, and you have to be referred through one of our agents.
Okay.
Because our agents will find value in the deals that they do. We have a lot of high producers, so they're able to refer us other agents, and we create a revenue sharing program as well.
Oh.
Yeah, so that when agents bring us other agents, they also gain something. We partner, and it's not at the expense of the other agent. It's from our own expense. Oh. Yeah, so it's a really cool system. So when you come and meet with one of the management at Golden Key, we determine whether you're a good fit or not. And then you also got to determine if we're a good fit or not, right? Because we have certain programs. It's not a one size fits all. So we have tailored programs, including, all the CRMs, including all the support, coaching, mentoring, hands-on service. We have an in-house attorney. Okay, we have people with vast experiences. We are also a hybrid agency. We do residential, commercial, and investments. Think of us almost like a consulting firm for people who want to excel in their real estate career or excel in their business, and that's kind of what we do. So we kind of gauge where you're at, and then we help you in growing. And if we can't help you grow, why are we even partners?
Yeah. So what inspired you or motivated you to want to start your own brokerage?
Yeah, it's a really, it's a part of it had to do with when I built a team originally. So I used to be with one of the big box companies, and all respect to them. I learned a lot through my journey. I was there for 18 months, and throughout my journey in that company, I just discovered some of the objections agents receive. See, unfortunately, in our business, realtors are looked down upon all the time, and some of them, they say, oh, they make too much money, or they don't deserve this, and they don't know the amount of work that agents put, really good agents, right?
Right.
They put so much work and efforts and behind the business that they're trying to build. I mean, essentially, you're an entrepreneur. You're building your own business. Right. So I wanted to change that vision, and I never use the word realtor or real estate agent. I call them real estate professionals, because when you become a professional in this business, that makes you completely different and stand out from the others, right? And not saying that there are not good agents out there. I'm sure there's plenty of good agents, but what makes us different is that we create professionals in our brokerage. Yeah. So we give them all the experiences, we provide them with, and everything comes at essentially no cost, because once you subscribe to one of our programs, you're essentially subscribing to all the services that we provide.
So it's like a monthly fee versus a percentage?
Correct, yes.
Oh, wow.
So a subscription is a monthly fee.
Right.
But with subscriptions comes an amount of services. The amount of services that we provide is far more than what the subscription cost actually is.
Yeah.
We're able to do that because everyone asks this question, how do you really make money, right? By having more subscribers. So that's how we managed to grow, and that's how we managed to add services. And it was a calculated thing that me and my partner actually built this whole system, because every time we reached a new level, instead of taking money as owners, because we have other investments, we're financially okay. So we started investing back in the company, almost $3.5 million since the day we started, back into Golden Key to build it, to get it to the point where it's at today.
Well, and I find it so impressive that you're continuing to expand into different areas, different markets. And I love that you're not just adding anyone on your team. So, you have to make sure it's a good fit. And I will tell you, the real estate industry, I give anyone in real estate a ton of credit. I am not a real estate agent. Yeah. I work in the real estate industry, but you do a lot of work for free. Yeah. And sometimes when people hire someone or work with a real estate agent, like there's a lot that's involved, a lot of learning. And if you're providing all those tools for people to be successful, I mean, I've met so many people from your offices, and we have featured a lot of people in Real Producers.
Thank you for that.
So there's a lot of great people.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Last month, actually, We had over 20 people that produced over $1 million in sales.
Oh, wow.
Right? So that was
That's
an
awesome.
incredible achievement. And it was obviously, the time now is not the greatest time. Every agent out there is saying, times are slow.
Yeah.
We had 20 agents that over 1 million in sales. So, I mean, that's an accomplishment.
awesome.
Yeah, we're very blessed. The environment shapes what the industry is all about, right? The environment that you're in. If you're around 5 millionaires, you become the 6. If you're around, different
true.
folks, right? So we lead by example as well. So we make sure that we provide all the services, all the tools. We give them the good environment, the culture that we've created. And everyone talks about culture. We have culture. So
Yeah.
the culture of Golden Key is unique and almost next to none. And a lot of our agents, and you can kind of ask for yourself, but I'm sure you know the response to that. They're all happy. They're all doing well. And because we nurture them, we make sure that we're providing all these tools for them.
Right. The other thing that is really impressive, I love you do a charity event. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so my parents taught me the greatest joy is through giving and not receiving. So that's something that I'm very big on. We actually built the company based off of that model. And I was driving with my business partner, and we were thinking about how we're going to launch the company, because we built this beautiful office, him and I, out of our own expense. And we figured like, hey, how do we really launch this company? We had 2 agents when we started. So it was just me, him, and one more agent. It was just, it was something that we're thinking about. And my wife was on the phone. She's like, why don't you guys do a charity event? A lot of people, and we supported these charities. Like, and I'm not here to tell you, whatever you do, you should do it behind closed doors. And we're very appreciative that God put us in the position to influence others to do the same.
Right.
Because without the sponsors that we have, without the support of the people that attended those events, we had 400 people attending our first event.
Oh my goodness.
We raised over $40,000, and we gave it back to charity. And throughout 3 years of business, we've done over $250,000
Wow.
in charity work. Yeah, between we have a Christmas drive, we do a toy drive, we do a food drive, and then the Golden Gala, which we host every single year, and that's our major event. With that event, 50 to 60 different businesses end up sponsoring the event, and over 400 people attend, and it's just an incredible feeling for us to be able to influence others to do good things, and it just puts us in a really great position.
Yeah, and I will say not everyone does charity events
Yeah.
with their brokerage. So the fact that you do that,
Yeah.
I mean, I love that. It gives
Yeah.
people an opportunity to give back.
Yeah.
And really create a bond over
Mm-hmm.
that as well.
100%. And what we were trying to do with Golden Key is to create a community of not just, agents, right? A community of real estate professionals in all the different industries out there. So if you're a mortgage lender, if you're a title company, or if you are, for example, a financial planner, right?
Yeah.
So all these things, they all tie into real estate. And the more we're able to educate our agents about what else is out there, and that's something I always talk about. I think every real estate professional should invest in real estate. It's something very, very, I'm huge on, because you have to invest in real estate, because we don't have a retirement plan. We don't have,
Right.
A 401k, right? We're self-employed. So we have to create our own. This is why I always do these things. Like I do lunch and learns all the time. Every 2 weeks we have a lunch and learn at the office. And I always bring professionals, not only to educate agents about simply real estate and talk only about mortgages or loan programs, but also let them know that, hey, you are also a real estate professional. You don't have, what is your financial plan? I mean, we're notorious for spending money. They love the flashy life,
Yeah.
And I think before you do that, 25% of your earnings should go towards an investment. And once you have that, you have security. Once you have security, then do whatever else you want to do. Another 25% should go towards your spending. Another 25% of it should go towards your taxes. They don't know how to plan properly, and we are able to educate our agents on how to do that. That's why our agents are able to succeed and continue to be successful.
Yeah, I love that you do these workshops. And one of our partners, Total House Inspection, Dan Joandria,
Big shout out, yeah.
I know he works a lot with you guys, and
mean,
I just saw him at your recent
Yes.
launch party
Yeah.
for a pretty cool development. Do you want to talk about that?
So 28 North, it's a beautiful property. It's a beautiful project, 114 apartments that are in a historic building. I had the pleasure of representing the listing for that property. And, it's just an incredible launch party that we've had. You were there. Thank you so much for attending.
You're welcome.
We had over 110 agents that end up showing up, and different also professionals from different industries, including Dan. He was a supporter as well and a sponsor, which was really cool to see that we're able to bring in from all the different brokers, because it was a real estate event. It was a networking event for agents to come and basically have the first look at this incredible project. And you saw it was a beautiful property, right? And we were able to put these types of events together. I mean, we do a summer festival as well. So every summer, and it's open to like all agents and also clients. So, we're not really excluding anybody from attending anything that we do. It's kind of open for everybody. And we have a platform that promotes growth without having to poach anybody. So you'll never hear that, Revan Herfy or anyone from the Golden Key is like poaching agents or poaching brokers. It's not our style, because what we have, we know what we have. We have an opportunity for real estate professionals. If they choose to come in on and subscribe to that opportunity, that's going to be a decision they have to make on their own.
Right.
So we're very blessed and grateful to be in the position that we're in. It's a lot of work. It's 5 years in game planning and creating, I want to say, the perfect system, which is not perfect yet, but we're getting there.
Yeah. What were some of the challenges with starting up a new brokerage?
So what you don't know, right? I've never opened a brokerage before.
Right.
But by nature, I was always a business owner. I've always had businesses, and I still have other businesses as well. And I think becoming the problem solver in your company will basically open the doors for you. So every time we had an objection or we had a problem, finding solutions is what I'm good at. I don't panic. I don't crack under pressure. The only thing I can tell you is that there are certain things that I've never experienced before, I've never faced. And I say, you know what? Just take it easy. Let's figure this out. And I'll go and I'll do my own homework. I'll do my own due diligence at my own time, at my own expense, just to make sure how we can identify this issue and how we can fix it. And I managed to do that with the help of my partners, with the help of my team. We have an incredible team at the Golden Key. We have almost 10 people on staff right now. And without them, I wouldn't be here. Just so, I want to give a big shout out to them. So they help. They're basically the machine behind everything. And I just, I keep pouring into them, and I can, whatever way I can help, whatever way we can discover the solution. And now they all do the same exact thing. They all apply the same concept of finding solutions and not problems.
Yeah.
So, it's a trial and error.
Well, I will say, if someone has a problem, right, sometimes people can get frantic, and it almost pushes anxiety onto other people, where you have a very calm, like when I'm around you, I really like it. It's like calm, like I just feel calmer around you. Yeah. And I think that makes people I think that makes people feel comfortable and knowing like you're going to take care of stuff without jumping down someone's throat. Because there are people out there that do that, everyone approaches things differently.
I think perspective is everything in life. And, having, I'm a father of 3 now. So
Congrats.
thank you. Yeah, I have a newborn, 2 months old.
Aww.
Yeah, Lincoln. So knowing that there are people that depend on me.
Yeah.
And I want to set a prime example. I want to set a good example for my kids. That's literally, I wake up every morning. I just want to make sure my kids are going to be proud of me someday. It doesn't matter if I'm wealthy. It doesn't matter if I'm successful. I just want them to know that I've done the best that I can, because that's what my father did for me. I know that my dad, he tried everything that he could, and sometimes luck wasn't on his side, and he lost a lot of opportunities. And I grew up just learning that my father was a go-getter. Until today, my dad's 67 years old. He's still trying to build his future. So he's in this mindset. He works 50 hours a week, never complains, never stops. And, my mother's the same way. She's always been determined. She's always been successful in raising us the right way and making sure that we're doing the right things. So I want to set a good example for my children, I want to make sure that they understand that, being arrogant or being angry or being just jumpy, as you said, in scenarios is not really going to solve the issue. Anger
Right.
doesn't solve anything, right? Dispute doesn't solve anything. But when you start thinking about, and the way I look at life is always, the glass is always half full. So out of every objection, out of every obstacle, out of every challenge in life, if you look at the good, positive side of it,
Yeah.
you're going to find something that is good. So you can take everything away from me. You can't take my smile, and you can't take my will and drive. So that mindset just resonates with me every single day I go to work. And that's kind of a part of what I bring to the table as well.
So your parents were obviously an inspiration for you. Is there anyone else that have inspired you?
Everyone in my family, I think, my family, my friends, my partners are inspiration to me. I look for inspiration everywhere. So inspiration shouldn't be just one person, because there's a lot of people in my life, and I say this in a very humble and respectful way, who hurt me, but also were an inspiration, because they taught me not to hurt others, and they taught me what's right and what's wrong. I was on a trip with my father just recently. We went to watch the World Cup. Actually, just got back in town yesterday.
Oh, wow.
So him and I were talking about some of my failed experiences, because I've had a lot of fails in my life where, I wasn't successful in certain projects or, certain businesses that just didn't come my way. But what my dad told me, he said, but you learned, right? I said, yeah. So you never really lose. You always learn. So everyone becomes an inspiration if you think that way. It's all about mindset.
I love that.
Yeah, thank
That's
you.
good. So what is up and coming for you and for Golden Key?
So we have, at Golden Key, just know one thing. Whatever we do and whatever we promise, it's never going to change. That's what we promise. Our promise to our agents is that we will always continue on delivering. So that's something. In the last probably 180 days, our retention rate has been 100%. I don't know if you know much about the industry, but that's unheard of. So to have that type of retention in an agency with over 100 agents is unheard of. And we're very proud and honored to be in the position that we're in today. That means we're delivering on every promise that we make. So we don't overpromise and underdeliver. It's the complete opposite. We underpromise and we overdeliver every single time. These are the opportunities we provide for agents. We also created partnership style, meaning that an agent who meets certain criteria that we have can become a future partner with the Golden Key. Therefore, fuels further expansion, fuels further, growth for the whole entire company as a whole. And they actually become owners of the branches. In fact, we have already 2 owners right now who I want to give big shout out to, Sam Sayas and Seth Kakish. So they're both now owners with the Golden Key because they've checked every box and met every criteria there is in the book. And we're very proud and honored with our new partnership. And now they run and manage the Novi location, and they're continuing to grow. They've subscribed more members into the agency, and I think for future expansion, they're probably going to go somewhere else and probably grow another branch. So,
And Sam was on one of our covers with Real Producers.
Yeah.
And
Said. He goes by Said.
Said.
Yeah.
He's going to be on a upcoming one as well.
He's an owner now, so.
That's amazing. So there's some things coming up.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Further growth.
Yes. I like that. And anything personal that up and coming? Any more babies?
No. Me and my wife, we agreed that we're going to shut down the shop, So we're going to
I had 3 too, and I was like, okay, that's good.
Honestly, so we had, my firstborn, she's 9. And my secondborn, they're 18 months apart. He's about to turn 8. She's about to turn 10.
Wow.
And then the newborn, so there's quite a gap between the little one and the middle one. But we're very happy. Brought a new element, to the dynamic of the family. And we're extremely blessed, healthy baby. And it didn't matter to us. Both my kids were surprised.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter, boy or girl, whatever God brings, it's okay.
Right.
As long as they're healthy. And as long as the wife is healthy, so everything's good and kids are happy. But I think we're at a point where, I think we're done. I'm 40 years old. I got to stop at some point,
Some people are just starting.
Yeah, I know. I commend them.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Okay, so a couple questions.
Mm-hmm.
What is the best business advice you've ever received? Or one of the best?
Yeah, so one of the best advices is that you never know how much you can do until you try. Yeah, so that's the one thing.
100%.
I read that in history class when I was in grade 11. It was on the board. So you never know how much you can do until you try, and that just stuck in my mind. I always repeat that to myself, and have reaffirmation of what you're capable of. I remind my kids every day that they are strong, they are capable. You know, no one, no is not a real thing. Life is designed to have objections. Life is designed to give you obstacles. Life is designed for you to fail. But if you continue on accepting what life offers you, you're gonna stay where you're at. Whether you choose to wake up in the morning or not, the day has already started. So how you live your life determines, how you want to, how successful. Success is a mindset as well. Being successful. I mean, there's people with a lot of wealth, people with a lot of knowledge. They're successful in their own ways.
Right.
That doesn't mean someone is poor or rich makes this. Success by definition is a mindset, right? If I believe that I am successful, my bank account doesn't matter, my clothes, they don't matter, how I live my life, it's what I perceive my success to be, so it's just it's a good advice for every business owner. They should know that success is not determined by a bank account. There's no you can't count success, it's a mindset.
Right. No, I love that. I was on someone else's podcast recently, and he asked me what success means to me.
Yeah.
And I said, I think it's different for everyone, but,
Right.
You mentioned a lot about being like a role model for your children, having them see you, like how your parents were with you, you doing that for your children and being an example for them.
Yeah.
You don't know until you try. I love that.
Yeah, thank you.
I love that.
Thank you.
So, what is one habit that contributes to your success?
I think finding solutions, I would say. I don't ever look at anything from the lens of like, oh my God, this cannot be done. Our meetings, we have weekly meetings in the company. So we have management meetings and then we have partner meetings. And I'm very big on having these meetings, whether or not, even if we don't have nothing on the agenda, just go over the previous agenda. So I'm always big on connecting and communicating with my team. So just teaching them and I don't want to say teaching them because they taught me a lot. So I'm going to rephrase that. When you're bringing positivity all the time to the environment, that environment will then fuel you. So it's like watering a plant, right? If you water your plants on time all the time, that plant is just going to nourish and is going to grow. So I don't want to say I've nourished anything because without my team, I wouldn't be here. So I just want to make sure that I'm very, very specific on that because I want to attribute a lot of the success that we've had to our incredible team, to my partners, to everybody who's involved in the growth of the company, including the agents who brought some significant members to this company. So it's not by no means just my doings, it's everybody's doings. And I think that resonates with everyone so well because I have that attitude and I have that mindset that I'm not, because I'm not bigger or better than anybody. I mean, I was selling real estate 5-6 years ago. So I'm not, and I didn't grow up in a wealthy family. I don't have the success or the power. I'm not a president. I'm not, by no means, I'm just a regular average person who works with average people who are doing extraordinary things.
Well, and they say being successful, having the right people in the right seat can really help you excel in your business.
We definitely have the right people.
Yeah.
We have some incredible individuals at the Golden Key Company. I mean, from our director of agent success to our director of operations to the attorney that we have in house, Nathan. Big shout out to him. To my business partner Noor, huge. I commend Noor. He's on vacation. He's working right now, and our staff, our admin, our coaches. Just we have an incredible team who works all the time just to make sure that the company's running how it's supposed to be running.
So is there anything else that you wanted to talk about on this podcast today?
Well, I want to just one more time. I want to thank you for all the stuff that you do for the real estate world. I think I also want to invite more agents to show up at these events because they're absolutely incredible. I mean, the show that you guys put on every single event. I mean, it's just an amazing thing that you do for real estate, and you ask for nothing back, and that's incredible. So, I just want to say thank you for being a part of this business and doing it out of literally just to grow the business and to raise awareness of the top producers in Macomb and Oakland. I can only imagine how difficult that is for you to just put all this stuff together, and you show up always with a smile and you're always so friendly. And even before we had a personal relationship, I just want you to know that you are somebody who was very, very super nice to me every time, even when I wasn't producing, when it's in my early years. And it was really cool just to see, and it's such an inspiring thing to watch other agents and their growth and the stories that they tell. So thank you for doing all that.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, for those that want to chat with you or hear more about Golden Key, what is the best way to reach out to you?
So they can contact our office, any of our offices. We have an office number. They can reach out at admin@mygoldenkeygroup.com. If they have any questions or they want to learn more about the company, we would love to have a conversation. You come in, we have a full cafe that we built out for agents and for people that want to hang out.
Nice.
So I'm a big fan of coffee. Okay. So we built a whole cafe inside of our brokerage just for agents to come and enjoy, and we're bringing a fancy machine, and we want people to entertain. We want people to have fun and enjoy themselves while conducting business. So we're creating these really unique pockets and really cool spaces for agents, and the whole agency is built for collaborative efforts. We have a dial room for agents to come in and just cold call. We have a lounge for agents to sit and hang out and unwind. We also have a really nice, one of the nicest closing rooms that I've been into. We have 2 of them. And then we have an agent consultation lounge. So that lounge is specified for clients and agents who want to just talk. Maybe they want to speak to the lender. Maybe they want to speak to the title. Maybe they want to go over their criteria. So we create a lounge for agents to meet with their clients. So we're really very agent focused. And if anyone is interested to come and check out our facility, please do so. Reach out to us. They can reach out to me on Instagram, Revan Real Estate. And they can reach out to our Instagram, our main company, Golden Key Group. And we would love to just chat with people and connect with people. And there's no pressure for no one. At the end of the day, it's not, like I said, it's not one size fits all. But if you want to have, if you're interested, or you want to have a conversation with any one of us at the management team, please do so and reach out to us, and we'd love to have that conversation with you.
Well, I want to thank you for coming on my podcast today.
Thank you for having me.
And reach out to Revan if you want to connect, see his space, or just chat with him. So thanks again for watching Beyond the Bio with Terra the Connector, and we'll see you on the next episode. Thank you so much for spending this time with us on Beyond the Bio. If today's conversation resonated with you, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. You can watch the full episode on YouTube or listen wherever you get your podcasts, including Spotify and Apple Music. And if you want more behind-the-scenes content, clips, and updates, be sure to follow us on social media. You can also learn more, connect with me, and explore everything we're building at terratheconnector.com. Thanks again for being here. And remember, success isn't just what you do, it's who you are beyond the bio.